Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I haven't filmed in a while. After my last video, I actually, literally the day after, I wasn't feeling great, and with the holidays and seeing family and all of that, it's been crazy. So I decided I was just gonna take a few days break, and I am back on. So we are finally wrapping up 2022. This video I'm going to be sharing with you specifically 22 things that I have learned in 2022. So much has happened in my life and so many big life-changing events, and with any experience, you are going to learn something, whether it be a small lesson or a big lesson. And 2022 for me has just taught me a lot of things, like I said, that I can make probably an hour-long video, but I'm not going to do that. So I tried my best to come up with just 22 things that I wanted to share with you guys to make a little fun video. Now, these are not going to be in order of like the most important thing that I learned or the first thing that I learned. I'm just gonna say them in random order. I'm going to try to quickly just jot them down, just quickly run through them, because there are 22 things and I'm not trying to make this video an hour long. For the ones that are not self-explanatory, I guess I will just give a quick little brief explanation of what I mean and exactly what I learned. So before I ramble on anymore, let's get right into it. Number one thing that I have learned in 2022 is that being a mom and being a wife, I finally feel like I have found my life purpose. I know for some people that may sound really strange, like my purpose and my value lies in who I'm married to and whether or not I have a child. But for me, that is really how I feel. I feel like the moment that I became a wife and a mother is really when I stepped into who I feel like I was always meant to be. And this is the person that I feel like I was always searching for as a little girl. And I really feel like I have just fully found myself. I am content with who I am right now in this season of life. I hope that if there are other wives and mothers out there that feel the same way, please leave a comment so that I don't feel alone, or that if for people who are watching can have other people explain the same thing and to realize that it really is a thing. It's okay to find your purpose in being those two things. You don't always have to find your purpose in life by your career or how much money you make or materialistic items that you have. Like, cars are great and houses are great and traveling the world is awesome, but at the end of the day, I really feel like family life, married life, and children is where my heart is at. Number two, I have learned that you are not gonna please everybody in life, and that is okay. Don't try to control it. Don't freak out if this person's not happy and that person's upset with you. It doesn't matter, because ultimately you're not going to please everybody. And I know that that is such a cliche thing to say, but it really is the truth. Just do what makes you happy. Do what you believe is right. Obviously, what I am going to suggest is do what is holy and righteous according to the Bible. So as long as you are doing that and you are happy and your family, your husband, your children, you are all aligned with what you are supposed to be doing according to the scripture, then that is what matters the most. If God is happy with you, then He is first, and it doesn't matter whether everyone else is upset with you. Number three has to do mostly with what I have learned in my marriage, which is to listen with the intent to actually understand the person, which I believe is a really big key in good communication. We've always heard that communication is one of the things that most couples struggle with, and I never understood that before I got married. I had been in relationships before Michael, but they were never serious enough where I never really understood why communication was such a big issue. I just thought it was just talking to each other. So I was like, why are people having such a hard time communicating? You just talk to the person. Being married and being selfless in a way where you are putting your husband before you, and now becoming a mom and also putting your baby before you, those experiences have really taught me that communication really is key, and that is an area that Michael and I can improve on, and that is something we have realized and that we have both agreed to work on and put the effort into getting better together. When you are having a disagreement or an argument with someone, or maybe even just a civil discussion, instead of having an answer ready in your mind to quickly respond to them, you really want to listen to what they have to say with the genuine intent to understand their perspective and to understand how they are feeling and what they are telling you. When someone's speaking to you, whether it be your spouse or somebody else, don't be so quick to have a response. Don't be so quick to answer them, but really respond with a genuine care about what they are trying to tell you, whether you value what they are telling you about what they're thinking or how they're feeling. Number 4, people are not always going to agree with your parenting style or your parenting choices. And I have learned to accept that and be okay with that. I am the mother and Michael is the father, and we believe certain things to be the best for our children and what we want for them. So we're just gonna keep sticking with that, and it's okay if people don't agree with what you are choosing to do with your children. Number 5 is to take personal accountability for your mistakes or your wrongdoings. This is something that I have learned that really, really is beneficial in a marriage, in a unity. Being able to take responsibility for your wrong actions really shows the person that you are willing to change to better your relationship. And it really is a good characteristic to have. You not only want to be with someone who is willing to change and to better themselves for your relationship, but you also yourself want to be that person for them. I have learned the importance of family and staying connected. Now, I really do believe that family is one of the most important things in life. I have learned this past year that staying connected with Michael's family is also important. For those of you who don't know, Michael's family is mainly in the US and we are in Canada. So when you have family abroad, it's really difficult to create relationships with them and bond with them because you're overseas or you're in a different country. And especially if family is not actively trying to see each other and visit each other, then it's really difficult to do that. So he has a sister and nephew and a niece and aunts and uncles from both of his parents' side. So I feel like once we got married and once we had a child, I really started to value connecting with them and really being a part of a bigger family unit, because I believe that's important for us and also for Gabriel, our son. I learned that I'm able to multitask a lot more than I thought I could. If I put my focus on something bad enough, then I most likely 99% of the time I'm able to do it, even though initially I thought that I couldn't. I learned that old friends may change once you become a mom, and old friendships may drift away, and that is okay, because especially if you are in 2 different seasons of life. So for example, I used to have friends in college and university, and I thought we were going to continue being best friends throughout our life. But I guess because we are in completely different moments in our life, I am a mom now and they are not. It's hard to connect with them and it's hard to find similarities. So if you find yourself in that spot where old friends are drifting away once you got married or once you got in a relationship or once you became a mom, just know that that is sometimes inevitable and it's okay to feel upset, it's okay to feel sad or to miss them. But who knows, maybe in the future when they become moms, they will come back into your life. Maybe that's just a friendship that you're gonna have to leave behind and just move forward. Most of the information that I was taught in college and university actually goes against my current beliefs, which at the time I did not know, but now looking back at the things that I learned, I definitely do not agree with everything that I was taught. I have learned new ways to be there emotionally for my husband during arguments and fights. I can go into more detail in another video. Saying sorry really does go a long way. I have learned to not be a control freak so much, especially when it comes to my marriage, to stop trying to be in control of things that really are not for me to control, especially when you have come in a unity with someone. Motherhood and family life for me has been very rewarding this past year, and it is actually all I ever wanted, and I never even realized it until now. Procrastination is a joy stealer. It steals your precious time, and it ultimately just leads to regret and disappointment. Creating healthy boundaries between friends and family is actually a good thing. The importance of extending forgiveness to others who have either hurt you in the past or who may continue to hurt you. I learned to stand firm in my choices as a parent, regardless who you are interacting with, whether that be family members, friends, doctors. I have learned that making time for your spouse after having children really does take a lot more effort. It's not just you two anymore, and there is an extra person, an extra human in your life that you are responsible for. They are literally depending on you for survival. So I had always heard of this prior to being a mom, but being a mom has really put that into perspective for me. Always approach discussions with kindness and love, and to not speak to people immediately in defense mode. I have learned that pumping is breastfeeding. Number 22, I have learned how to come away from being a people pleaser. Now for this, I can go into a lot more detail in a future video, but some 3 key points that I just want to quickly touch on is becoming a mom actually has helped me to come away from being a people pleaser. My focus used to be on other people and making them happy and making sure that I was responsible for people's feelings, which people's feelings are not your responsibility. I used to make sure that other people were happy, even if that meant sacrificing my own happiness. And becoming a mom, I have kind of shifted away from that slowly, and my focus is now on my son. So that has helped me. Becoming a mom also is a very, very selfless job. So being so selfless, taking care of my son, has actually helped me to realize little needs that I need that before I wasn't aware of. So it really has helped me to take time and to realize things that I need for my mental health, for my benefit, and for my son's benefit. And number 3, the last point that I want to add is becoming a parent, you obviously cannot say yes to everything. Saying no and being in that authoritative position has helped me to be more comfortable saying no, and not only to my son, but also to other people in my life as well. So those are 22 things that I have learned in the year 2022. I would love to know if you guys have learned similar lessons, or let me know down below what you have learned this year. I will see you guys in the new year.